No niceties this morning. No good mornings. First thing I watched was Evil Exists with that phone call, I guess it was, where Allison was talking about where Candace shows up in the middle of the night with a 3-year-old who had ingested some type of substance while Candace was high and walked out of the room. I have one question. And this goes out to anybody that was at Allison's house that night that Candace showed up, for Candace, Dawn, for anybody who was around this child at any point in her life, but really that one night's what I'm focusing on. Was there not one of you, was there not anybody in Summer's life who give a damn about Summer? Was there not one person who put Summer first? Tell me, Alli and True and whoever else may have been in that house the night that Candace showed up with a 3-year-old baby who had ingested some type of substance. Why did you not call the ambulance? Why did you not call the law? Why did you not call somebody? Yes, the baby lived, obviously, or we wouldn't be sitting here. But also, had you have called someone to have reported what was going on that night, we may not be sitting here where we're at right now. In my opinion, Alli and True and Sherry and whoever else may have been sitting there, Great Grand Bun, you all need to be put under the jail because you did not put that child first. Now, either you're lying about this and it never happened, in which case, just like I said about Jody Sue, she's impeding the investigation and needs to go to jail for lying and impeding the investigation. Or 2, you're telling the truth, which means you are just as guilty as Candace and Dawn for not taking the child to the hospital. Actually worse, because obviously they were messed up at the time and you were straight. And you still didn't put a child's life first. And in that case, everyone that was there and did not call anyone needs to be put under the jail. Now, I'm asking everyone who is viewing this video, please share it. One time, just share it to someplace, somewhere. It don't matter where you're sharing it to, if it's to a friend, to Facebook, to YouTube, it don't matter. Share it, because I want this to get back to Alli and True and Hunter and everybody else in that family that could have been sitting in that house the night that baby was brought in and ODing on a substance. I want them to know how I feel. Not that it's going to matter how I feel. But if enough of us share this out there, enough of us get it out there and let people know how we feel about this, that these people need to be put in jail for not contacting an ambulance, law enforcement, whoever, then maybe, just maybe, law enforcement will get off their butts and put these people in jail, at least take them in. They need some type of punishment for not trying to save a child's life. This was a 3-year-old baby who was completely innocent, had no clue what she was doing, what she was putting in her mouth. Her parents obviously weren't taking care of her, and when she was taken to another person, another house, the parents were obviously asking for help. I don't know what kind of help, but the correct, the right, the legal, the moral thing to have done would have been for whomever was in that house to call an ambulance, to have took the child to the hospital, to have called law enforcement, to have reported this incident. You didn't report it. Now, who's to say what may have happened to Summer on June 15th, 2021 didn't have a direct connection to this? Had you have reported it, had you have turned this into law enforcement, had you have called an ambulance, had you have took this child to a hospital, that baby may still be with us right now. I can't say that for certain. I can't say that for a matter of fact. But I can say that had you have turned it in, had you have stepped up and done what was right for Summer, I can say she would have been at least been took out of that home. All those children would have been took out of that home. And I can say with 97% assurity that child would still be here, still be alive somewhere with some family, more than likely one that would be taking care of her and not letting her get into drugs or get into substances that would hurt her. I also would like to point out there had to have been a reason why you, Alli, or Sherry, or Casandra, did not call the law, the ambulance, the hospital, whoever. You say that Candace didn't take the baby to the hospital or call anybody because she was scared to go to jail. Well, tell me why you didn't. What were you doing that you were afraid you were going to go to jail over? What part did you contribute? Answer me that. Like I said, everybody, share this video out. I want somebody to answer these questions, whether it be to me, law enforcement, whoever. But Alli and her whole group need to answer for what they didn't do. Say prayers. Say prayers for all of us, people. All of us. We need them. Listen to the recording, guys.
It was at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and they were on their way to our house. Summer was